Right, so if you've been following this channel for a little while, you'll know that we've been doing the Damascus grind. And recently, doing the guns hasn't been hard. The pistols, the LMGs, even the riot show were pretty satisfying to do, especially when you got the platinum for it. And then came the assault rifles. Looking at the assault rifles and knowing that you've only got 2 classes left is like, that's like thinking, oh nice, I have my exam in January, so I won't have to do anything else. And then the teacher turns around and goes, well no, because actually you've got 6 months of coursework you have to do. That also puts out your final GCSE grade. No one else feel like that? No, I haven't done too bad with the ARs. I've done the Kilo, the FAL, the M4, and the FR 556. But the Odin, if you've never used the Odin is slow as fuck. It's so slow that it's probably one of the slowest primaries, excluding the snipers that you can get. So today we are going to be using the slowest Odin whilst continuing the Damascus grind. So we're basically for this whole thing going to be looking for ADS speed minuses. So we got the Colossus suppressor on at the moment because that has ADS speed down. The Odin 810mm factory barrel because again ADS speed down. We haven't got a laser on it, partly because I don't have a tac laser, but because it slows it down. We've got the Merc 4 grip on because it slows the ADS down. We've got the stippled on just because it's bearable, but because of this this doesn't even have a recoil. We'll put granulated grip tape on and then slide pan for reloading and stuff. This is going to be fucking horrible. But guys, if you're new around here, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe because I'm going to be doing more challenges with guns, especially once I've got Damascus, because once I've got Damascus I can literally do anything with every gun, and I've got most of the DLC weapons done anyway, like basically max level. Not necessarily got the camos, but I've got them basically max level. Shoot the Rusty Ship came back out as well, or Dirty Old Houseboat. Yeah, Dirty Old Houseboat came out. As much as I want to play Rust and Shoot House, I feel like the best way to show how hard and how annoying this is going to be is by playing on Shipment. Shipment, you always need fast-paced, playable matches, and you're not going to be getting that with a slow, I swear a gold logo is supposed to be realism. Right, so as you can see, I'm zooming in. Oh, that's slow. I didn't see him. I mean, it's somewhat bearable because you do have a lot of recoil. You have literally no real recoil on this gun. It's probably really good. Oh my fuck! Probably really good on Warzone. I'll have to try it out, but obviously I haven't had anything done for it. But as you can see, it's more recoil. More pushes you back. So if anything, it just increases bloom more than anything else. Oh fuck! Everyone's using cars and shit like that. This is not pleasant to use. Not pleasant at all. Oh, the issue is once we've got this fully, we probably could make this 10 times slower. So if you want me to revisit stuff like this, I can try and, like, in the future, if this video does all right, I will make other guns that are slower. If this video does considerably better than my other videos, I'll even do the slowest Rytec. Previously, the HDR was the slowest gun in the whole game to zoom in. If you it was the one you could make the slowest. But when the Rytec came out, it was dethroned basically. There's also some patch notes. Okay. No, there's not patch notes. There's also been a leak somehow that they're adding 2 new snipers to the game. They've been in previous CODs, so got the R9700, I think, which was in COD 4, and another gun. I think it might be the M4 from COD 4, but I'm not sure. I don't want to say the wrong thing, and then the R9700 is basically just a slower version of the M408 or something. I can't remember what it is called, but basically it was a slowish, worse kind of version. I think it was less consistent or something. I don't know if they're gonna keep it like that way in this COD, but it's another bolt one. Obviously the Barrett was a semi-automatic, so it was a bit refreshing to have a heavy hitting gun that was a semi-auto. But hopefully the bolt speed on the R9700 isn't going to be as bad as it is on the AX50 and the HDR. I know. Fucking move! I've got to say, first things first, also, not first thing first, because I've been recording for like 10 minutes. One thing I do also have to say, I haven't really recorded anything this weekend, and if I have, it's only been highlights, and this isn't going to be like a highlight video, because I don't really like making them. It's fun to put them at the beginning, but I don't think it fits with the tone of this video. But regardless, every time I have gone to record a video, there's either been a problem or there's just been a problem in post, like with editing or something, so I've just given up. Not because I've got like a weak mindset or anything, because I always have problems in post when it comes to editing, because I've got a dog shit computer. Compared to what it was when I got it, it's not good. When I bought it, no, I'm not sounding ungrateful. When I bought it, it was really good, but I bought it about 5 years ago, and I didn't even buy it. I got it bought for me, obviously, because I was like 12. But it just isn't what it used to be, and it doesn't work with today's standards. I think it's the 7th Gen i5, which isn't bad. Like, obviously, a lot of computers, like laptops, still have that on. Maybe 8th Gen now, but it's not great, especially for making YouTube videos. But because I've been grinding lit so much this weekend I did like 3 or 4 classes platinum. I've never made that much progress in such a short amount of time. But it was mainly because after every gun I got platinum, I didn't then have to go into Premiere and make a 10-minute video about it. So I'm not really noticing anything too bad with this gun. It's not even that much slower than when I was using it normally. Obviously, once I put the tack laser on it, which I'm going to do because, you know, it'll just make this so much easier. It's pretty good. Hopefully if the tack doesn't get rid of the recoil control, because if it doesn't, then stippled and tack might be the way to go for Warzone. Because although this is slow as fuck, as in like, it's not rapid fire. It's A, a heavy hitter, and B, it's got, like I keep saying, it's got no recoil. Even with, well, I think I've got granulated on now, whatever the other one is. I know it's stippled granulated in another one. But there's another grip tape that makes this thing basically like even more recoil control than there already is. Not having Shipment and Shoot House 24/7 as their own individual like playlists has slowed me down on Damascus a little bit, but I still think if I grind hard enough, I've still got the bullet XP tokens because I didn't use them over the weekend, but I probably would have. I'm not going to use them for this gun. I'm going to use them for the launcher most likely, or maybe. But I think if I continue to get into shipment only kind of thingies just by backing out if it's anything else, and just grinding as much as I can, I reckon we'll have ARs done by Thursday, like minimum, and at best we could have Damascus by next Sunday, which feels really weird to say. But we've got 2 classes left, and ARs aren't going to take long. They're just going to be repetitive because obviously you've got to get these a fuck ton of kills, and it's more leveling them up than getting the challenges done. Like with Burst, I did them in about 2 hours altogether, all the camos. But obviously I did have the advantage that I was getting the camos as I was playing a lot quicker. I'd get a new camo class almost every game, which isn't going to be the case for the Odin because XP's gone. But yeah, the other day I had a bit of a simp moment when Butters released, well not released, but when they announced Butters with G Fuel flavour, G Fuel flavour, like Starfruit or something, and I thought it was pretty good to taste. Obviously, it comes out July 15th or something, so I put on, I'm low-key excited for it. Yo, your boy got a like from Butters, and the inner simp in me kind of got a little bit gassed. So yeah, basically, I'm a simp.